This is a very, very, very cool surprise. So, of course, earlier today, Nathan Drake himself, Mr. Tom Holland, and Nolan North posted pictures on social media of them meeting together on the set of Uncharted. That was a nice little surprise, just seeing them together. Man, I do hope that Nolan does get that cameo in the film. That'd be so cool. That would be so cool. But Tom Holland later joked, he said, should I put up like a first little official look at the film? Do you think Sony would fire me? And of course, I think this is his little way of, because normally obviously in the Marvel universe stuff, he's always kind of known for leaking stuff, whether that's accidental or not. So I think this was quite a fun little way of doing it. And then yeah, about half an hour ago, he did officially tweet and Instagram the first official look at Nathan Drake. And bloody hell does he look cool. He looks fucking perfect. Literally perfect. I honestly think Tom Holland as Nathan Drake is honestly think it's a genius casting. I think he's great. As a young Nathan Drake, I don't know who else you'd want. Like, he is literally the man for the job. I think he'll be great. I'm so excited about the film. I've loved these games since they first came out. Uncharted 2 still remains one of the greatest games I've ever played in my life. I mean, that train level, damn, that is cinematic. That is so cool. I mean, even the opening is great, but the actual kind of extension of that scene later on in the game, so much fun, so much fun. Seriously, if you've never played an Uncharted game, absolutely bloody do it, because I promise you, you will not regret it. But I mean, yeah, this very first official image just looks incredible. I've been so excited for this film because, again, it's like a proper. I think it's going to be a proper kind of exciting adventure film, which in recent years we kind of haven't really had. I'm getting like an Indiana Jones vibe from this, of course, which basically is what Nathan Drake is anyway. He's kind of very much like Indiana Jones, and I'm obsessed with Indiana Jones, so I think that's why I love it so much. But we haven't really had that kind of thing in recent years. There was National Treasure, which again is an incredible franchise, and I'm so excited, hopefully, to get that third film. But I do think that this is basically like the first proper big action adventure film we've had in years that kind of follows that kind of treasure hunting style of storytelling, and I think it's just exciting. It's just really exciting to get to see all of this actually happen. And again, they've said before about doing a movie, and I think this has been in the pipeline for about 10 years, basically since the first game came out. They sort of said about, oh yeah, we'll do a movie. And Mark Wahlberg was actually in talks to actually star as Nathan himself. And of course, now he's playing Sully, which again is another great casting. But I mean, this first official look is cool. I mean, he just literally just looks like Nathan Drake. There's nothing else you could ask for. I'm really pleased he's got the kind of gun straps like that sort of go on his chest. That looks awesome. He's got the ring around his neck as well on the little necklace, so that's really cool. The hair's great, trousers, boots, everything looks perfect, and the setting is great as well. He looks a bit kind of dirty, so he's obviously been in some kind of action-packed scene. And he has said before that reading the script, it was one of the greatest scripts he's ever read, and he said that the stunt sequences are incredible. I mean, cinematically, this film is genuinely, I think, has the potential to be one of the best action films in recent years. I do think there's enough of a following for this franchise for people to go and see this film. Obviously, if you've ever played an Uncharted game, like, you love it because it is the perfect gaming franchise, and there aren't many gaming franchises that are like that. That literally are just perfect. All games are perfect, and Uncharted is thankfully one of them. And it's just so exciting. It's so exciting we're going to be getting a film. And of course, we're going to be getting a younger Nathan Drake, so that potentially means that in future years we'll get sequels with a younger Nathan Drake, and then maybe eventually we'll get an older Nathan Drake. Maybe when Tom Holland's old enough would be great, or maybe they might decide to recast him depending on how soon they'll do those films. But yeah, as a diehard, and I am a diehard Uncharted fan, huge fan, this first official look has got me unbelievably excited. I can't bloody wait.